Heroes and Legends. The Second Great War. Prologue 3. The war had been won. Symonette and Kara walked in the plains alone, talking and discussing. As the leaders and those that took part of the fight suddenly became stronger, he did not know why. They still celebrated. After the celebration, they moved on to rebuild their world. They chose Symonette to lead them. Symonette agreed, and he was made the first leader of Cibic Firbean. And as a result, the Cibic, another planet, was formed, independent from them, but that other planet eventually named itself after them. This would be known as the Cibic of the known universe that took part in the wars to come in the future. Anyway, as time went on, Kerong Pankudona rose in fame because of his alchemy and great financial skills that prevented the planets from going bankrupt. Many in the galaxy, which was nameless at the time, decided to name the galaxy Bankuran after Pankudona, and so the galaxy, being young, was named after its founder, one of the chiefs and ministers of Symonette's new government. 12 years later, the young siblings of Symonette, Shanae and Benaby, grew up. Shanae remained small in size and stature, and Benaby grew. As the 12 years occurred, Symonette and Kyra became husband and wife, and the union produced Milo, their son, who was strong for his age, brilliant and wise. Also, in this, a new generation of heroes emerged. Those are veterans of the First War. A new generation emerged that will guard those old generation. The city group produced from the offshoot moon of Chekdon, a population of Chekdon, a mighty warrior named Alvin Yolando appeared before the Firbean, looking to pledge his allegiance to Symonette. He will later be named the Grand General of the Chekdon forces, and he will serve as the vanguard for the Cibic Firbean army for Symonette as they grow their military and size and strength, knowing very well that the Demoniacs will one day come again for revenge. Also, Relly Sears will emerge, a young woman who was Shanae's bodyguard. As Shanae was training and doing the fighting, Relly declared herself to Shanae and said, "My lady, you are the future of the Firbean. If something would happen to your brother, you will lead us. I pledge my allegiance to you," she said. And Shanae did not want someone to be calling her lady or lord like people did her older brother. She despised her, and so she befriended her bodyguard, Relly Sears. Sears was honored by this and saw friendship with Shanae more as duty than just a friendship. But the friendship grew, and they began to be friends, as she could control fire and make a suit of armor with it and weaponize it as well. New and strange abilities were being awarded to those in the generation. Also in the mix, as time went on, was Kell Blance. She was a warrior princess from the same offshoot moon of Chekdon. She was promised to Milo only after the rule of the universe. She had very, very strong super strength, as they all participated in fighting demoniacs, as they would come frequently, day by day, to attack. Milo liked Kell Blance, but he was told by his mother that he would not be in such a relationship until peace was to their world. And so Kell Blance moved swiftly and trained hard to impress her future in-laws to win the heart of her beloved during the time of chaos. While all of this was going on, sooner or later, they found a contingent, a message, a large-scale demonic invasion, twice the size of the first one 12 years ago, was approaching. Symonette, at this time, was a strong leader and full of strength. He was getting upset that people would know no peace until the demoniacs were wiped out from the face of the universe. So he rallied all his forces, new and old, to fight one last chance, one last time, against these demonic hordes. Then, suddenly, his younger brother, Beneby, began to fly. Beneby did not know what was going on. Shanae said, "This boy is running like a coward. What the hell is wrong with this guy?" And then General J, who was getting older, told Beneby, "Now, as we trained." Secretly, they had been trained for years, as new abilities were awarded to certain members of the planet. So Beneby flew up in space. Milo was concerned for his uncle and said, "Uncle, come back." And then Jay said, "Don't worry." As Heber McDonald and Yolando looked on, Symonette smiled. He could see what was going on. Beneby had control of flight, and he needed no air. He breathed perfectly in space, and was using his powers to beat back demoniacs before they landed on the planet. Those that did manage to get past him were to face the horde of the Firbean and their forces. As they began the attack in the Great War, new powers were being awarded to the people. Shannon became stronger and fought bravely. Relly used her abilities to control fire to burst herself in flames and burn the enemy. Alvin Yolando used his military might as the Chekdon forces to bombard and to fight the enemy. Jay used his will and his might to fight, and Hellborn too used his great speed as he was rewarded to quickly dodge enemy attacks and to beat them up in lightning aggression. And for Kyra, her ability was telepathic. She was able to warp time and space in order to travel far within the universe to help her army annihilate all that were not like them. So she used her telepathic abilities to teleport enemies right back from where they came from, or to teleport them to the local sun, burning them instantly. And as for Symonette, he was strong. His very presence shook the earth and shook the daylights out of the demoniacs. For it was now said that if you defeat a demoniac, you had the powers of a god. This is where that legend began. And since they were defeating more than just one demoniac, they were defeating hundreds of thousands of them, their powers increased. Others will soon rise up to the task as well. They'll be known as the warriors of the next generation. One such warrior, name is Jamie. He was a young man, a pretty boy as you will, with long, clever, where he made out of metal armor that he found from the first war from the Demoniacs, and is using it to destroy the Demoniacs in half. Others, like Mackey, who was a diva princess, who grew a deformity, having two faces in the back and the front of her face, is freaked the enemies out, including the Demoniacs, who were aliens. They've never before seen such a thing. And she was very hard to sneak on. No one could sneak behind her. And she was very strong and fought the enemy and chased them away. And another warrior named Marissa, a powerful floating woman who fights with a spear. She lost her legs during the first war, but she had grown adapted to float in the air. She had this long spear to make up for her legs. It was able to beat back some of the tall giant Demoniacs. And then you have Q, a great man who, while leading the planes, he could control the elements and the weather. He was on the other side of the planet, where he made terrible weather conditions, storms, hurricanes, blizzards, floods, fires, all these things. The Demoniacs were completely overwhelmed. Okay, and yeah, and then we also had Taylor, along with Erin and Erica. Taylor, was a smooth player and moves like a snake and strikes just as deadly. He had two half-twins, Erin and Erica, accompanied him. They tied time their forces and joined as one for deadly attacks. So they would tag team their opponents. They joined Q on the other side of the planet, defending those that were the innocent people that were escaping from the fight and fighting Demoniacs that were trying to attack him. In the end, all these heroes would be made up to make up the Cibic Firbean, and their legends would be told as great. The Demoniacs at this point gained Benaby's strange abilities to adapt in space was very powerful in helping them. At war's end, the Demoniacs had lost most of their advanced forces. Some of the Demoniacs retreated back to their home galaxies in space. All had amazing abilities and fine abilities, but Milo, who still had not unlocked his powers. Still, he was strong. And at war's end, all these heroes gathered and pledged their loyalty to Symonette, who at this time was pissed. He now grew favored and angry, and saw that he alone and his people and their race and their home world is the only ones that could bring peace to them. And so they ventured out, used their technologies of the city group and the newly formed Scotia that have been formed, and others, and will clone their own technology and his wife's abilities to warp time and space, to telepathically move and warp directly to the galaxies in which the Demoniacs came from. The time had come. Time to take the fight to the Demoniacs, to wipe them all out, to wipe all the aliens and non-humanoids out. As Symonette and all the others grew, this now motion, but those that did not look like them, those that did not act like them, or believe in their cause, will be wiped out. It will be the only way to bring them peace and bring peace to the universe. This is the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of bloodshed, the beginning of pain, the great slaughter, and the fearsome reputation of the Cibic Firbean will begin from this invasion.